There's more! I'm back! CGI shit!
I rest my case.
It was fucking horrible!
Hi, everybody! It's been a while, hasn't it? Welcome back to another opening night. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these. I am so sorry. Not since, I think, Godzilla X Kong have I done one. I've really, again, it's been one of those summers where I keep missing all the movies. I mean, I haven't seen Planet of the Apes yet. I haven't seen many of the big movies as of late. But I did get a chance to see this one. And that, of course, being Disney and Pixar's Inside Out 2. Now, before we get started, I should just make a full disclosure. I went into this not seeing the first one at all. Funny thing about this movie is that this was coming out at the time TikTok had just started, so I was seeing a lot of memes based on this movie at that time. I missed out on the hype for Inside Out 1. Mostly because I just lately have grown out of Disney. I mean, I want to kind of come back to it, but I've grown out of it. Especially Pixar, because the last movie I saw Pixar-wise was Toy Story 4. I'm not really caught up on the Pixar films as of recent years. I missed out on, I didn't see Monsters University, I didn't see Finding Dory, I haven't seen, Coco? And a lot of these movies because I'm tired out of Pixar, and also because of the trajectory Disney's been. They have not been doing good. So, no doubt thanks to Honey Bear, who really loves the first one and wanted to see the second one, I figured, okay, it's a Pixar movie, I'll have a good time with it, and, all I can say about this is, y'all are gonna need therapy after this, because, oh my god! Not only is this, like, a great sequel, even though I've never seen the first one. This is like me with people who have only seen Terminator 2, and I've never seen Terminator 1, which is a shame, because I love the first one out of all of them. But my god, this one's good. This one's really good, and I'm thinking, no wonder it was the first movie this year to gross $1 billion. It's a colorful, creative, funny, entertaining film, and not only that, it's emotional, and it really forwards what it's like growing up, and among a few other things with this film. Now, what is the plot exactly? So, I don't know anything about the first Inside Out. All I know is from what I've seen, you're in a little girl's head named Riley, and in her head are like these brave little toaster-looking emotions. I call it brave little toaster looking because it kind of reminded me of that, where you have these set of characters, joy, anger, fear, disgust, and sadness. And they all run Riley's head like a Megazord, basically. Like, they're pulling the consoles and all that stuff. But as Riley has gotten older, there are new emotions to deal with, and those being nostalgia, which is this old lady, which is hilarious. You have sarcasm, which is like a totally goth person, like, oh my god. You have envy, who is this cute little version of disgust, but more sweet. And then you have the driving force of the plot, Anxiety, who looks like a cross between an Aardman stop-motion puppet and a Muppet. And basically drives this whole narrative storyline about what it's like to deal with anxiety. And that's all I want to give away about this plot, because I would recommend everybody going to see this, because for anybody the last few years who have been suffering huge amounts of stress, huge amounts of, depression, and a lot of emotional things, hard time letting go of things, and especially those who have anxiety. I've had anxiety for like 4 or 5 years since the pandemic, trying to get my shit fixed. Anxiety is like the heart of the story, and Some people might see her as a villain. Some people might hate her. I have a bit more empathy towards this character. She's not a Disney villain. She's a character who is really just trying to do right. And there are consequences for that. And that's something that anxiety deals with. I deal with it on a daily basis. So watching this, I saw a lot of how my brain functions in this film. My God. And it's ingenious. Again, I don't know if a lot of this was probably in the first one, right? This is a very ingenious world. What's great about this sequel is that you don't have to go in knowing the first one. You're jumped right into this world, and you already kind of got the basis, which I like about this. That it doesn't require you to see the first movie, and that made it more interesting. And I'm kind of scared to watch the first one now because I don't know if I really need to at this point. But I really was invested in this world. It was very creative. There's a lot of great visual gags that have like a punchline that worked really well. I find lately with Pixar films or any movie, I've had a lot of time laughing. I've had a good time. There's some good comedy in a lot of films now that I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. This one's got a lot of them. Oh, and there's also Embarrassment, who's another one of the emotions. Who I love Embarrassment. Embarrassment's adorable, but it's a really interesting film with color and character, and these characters that you saw from the first one, I guess, developed. I have a few minor complaints. I do feel like, it's not really a movie thing, it's more of like a traditional thing, because this is the first Pixar movie I've seen where, there's no preview for the next one, and there's no short. And I'm like, I used to love the Pixar shorts. What the hell happened? I know with YouTube, I guess, they're putting a lot of it there, but there was always a great tradition of seeing the short film at the start of a Pixar movie, and I miss that. I'm surprised it just went right into it, which is, kind of like, wow, we're not even getting that. It's a kind of a miss of the old formula. But yeah, that's really all I have in complaints. Like, this is a very ingenious movie. There's not really any flaws I have with it. It doesn't go into any usual routes that Disney's been taking lately. And if there are, and I missed it, or it's very subtle and I didn't even notice it. But by the end of the day, this is a brilliant movie, and this is a brilliant sequel. It's no wonder it made $1 billion. And on top of that, probably going to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. This was a good time. And a very emotional one. And if you're somebody who is trying to visualize what anxiety is like for you, tell people to watch this movie. This kind of sums it up. And I know I've seen a lot of people relate to this film, and it's like, wow. Whoever wrote this, I mean, I'm sure they must have had some psychologists involved in this film to kind of like be sort of supervisors, because they get it. They really nailed it. So this is a good, for me, a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 for me, because it's ingenious, and really enjoyed this film. Trailer-wise, all we got was, what did we get? I know we got that wild robot movie, which is just Avatar meets WALL-E, as I call it. Looks okay. I think, what else? Did we get any other trailers? I can't remember the other trailers I got for this one. Yeah, there's not really much to say. But overall, I really like this. I would recommend it, especially if you're a traditional Pixar fan. This is a good one to go to. This is up there with like Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 for me, where, oh god, I am so scared for Inside Out 3. That's probably gonna happen. And it's not gonna be pleasant. Prep your therapy pills for that one. That's gonna break everybody. So that's really where it is. Am I looking forward to Toy Story 5? I don't know. I know next year is actually, believe it or not, it's 30th anniversary of Toy Story next year. Good God. I should do something for that. But to my point, go check out Inside Out 2. If you have seen it, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And what's your favorite Pixar movie? Let me know, and let's have a discussion. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to support our Patreon and share this video with all your friends. And until then, this is BigJackFilms signing off. And yeah, go check out Inside Out 2. It's a great time and a really emotional film at to check out with families. Bring tissues and call your psychiatrist. That's all I got for now. Till next time, take it easy.